this is Laura from LIVEVISIONZ.com. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the upcoming transit that's going on with Saturn going into Scorpio in October, in the beginning of the month. What does this mean? Well, Saturn is the teacher planet, and she restricts what she touches. So you may feel that depending on where it's hitting in your chart, you feel restricted in those areas. And you're going to be taught lessons in those areas that Saturn is in. So I want to say that in the next 2.5 years, whatever house Saturn is touching, it will become very stable for you. Things will become then stabilized by Saturn, and she creates foundation wherever she's transiting. In the beginning, it's not so fun though. But when she leaves, you're glad she was there, and you're happy, and you see the lesson, and you feel better for it. But during, you feel she's a total bitch, to be honest. Not gonna lie, it's true. But every time she leaves a sign, she leaves you a little gift. So whatever Saturn was transiting for you, when it goes to the next sign, she doesn't leave the gift until she goes into the next sign. And when she does, you'll notice that for all your hard work, you're rewarded in some way. So that's kind of cool. Anyway, I'm about to go into each sign and how it affects you, how Saturn is affecting each sign, where have you been, and where you're going. So stay tuned. Gemini, this is Laura from LiveVisions.com, wanting to give you your Saturn transit report for 2012. Saturn is moving into Scorpio, and what does that mean for you? Well, what that means is Saturn has really been hitting your 5th house. So that means if you had kids, you may have had issues with them. Or it could be maybe you had issues getting pregnant. Or it could be 5th house has to do with children, creativity, and it has to do with romance too, and lovers. So you may have noticed it's really hard to meet a partner. You may have felt like, oh my God, I lost my mojo, I can't meet anybody. But Saturn was really challenging you on how you are in relationships and how you partner. So, you know, it was asking you to be more, I want to say, serious about the people you approach. And so you may have found that your pool of dating was narrowed, and you should have been pushed into a more serious kind of a place, I think. And it could be a lonely time too. You may feel like, oh my God, I can't meet anybody, or that the romance in your marriage was not there. You felt like, oh my God, the kid's problem, and he's not paying attention to me. Good news though, when Saturn leaves a sign, it always brings a gift. So you may notice in these areas something happens good that's better for you. And these tests stop, and your new lesson is going to be in work, where you work, who you work with, the work environment, and it could be health too. Saturn, when it moves into your 6th house, you may notice that you get a boss you can't stand, or work stressful, and you may have already felt this month in September, because we have Mars transiting Scorpio too. So you may have felt like some of the problems coming up, you may have felt this month in September. So I want to say work issues may be challenging, but just so you know, at the end of these 2 years, you will be able to handle anything at a job, any challenge, any person that's challenging. You may not like it during the time that you're learning this, but just know that some of these problems may come up. And it's not going to be every single day where you have this challenge, but it's just, it's going to be here and there during this transit time. So keep that in mind. Nobody likes Saturn, I know, but we all have lessons every month, every couple years in different houses. So I want to say month, that's not right. In different houses, and it's 2.5 years for each house, so you kind of have to just deal with it, but it's not so bad. I mean, the 6th house is, mostly work stuff. So if you would like to take classes and learn more about the planets and the signs and the transits and so forth, take my basics class. You can click the link below to sign up. And if you would like to get into an aspects class, click the link below that to sign up for that. And as always, have a good day.